In the landscape of modern love, it seems that many hearts remain half open, as if people are perpetually preparing for the possibility of goodbye. Relationships are entered with contingency plans and emotional escape routes, as if we're travelers keeping one foot out the door. This phenomenon isn't just an individual quirk. It's a social trend, a collective caution that has seeped into the way we connect and care for one another. But what's driving this pattern, and how is it ultimately undermining the depth and fulfillment that intimacy promises? At the heart of this guardedness lies the psychology of loss aversion. Human beings are wired to fear loss more acutely than they anticipate gain, a tendency that becomes magnified in matters of the heart. Each heartbreak, each betrayal leaves a mark, a warning that echoes into all future relationships. Be careful. Don't give too much. Protect yourself. So, we ration our affection, offer only partial vulnerability, and keep our true selves tucked away behind walls of self-preservation. The result is a paradoxical loneliness, the kind that persists even in the company of someone we claim to love. Physical closeness can't substitute for emotional presence. Hugging the outline of someone, rather than their soul, leaves both parties yearning for something deeper. The shadow of the past looms large in this dynamic. Failed relationships become reference points, shaping our expectations and behaviors with new partners. We become judges rather than lovers, holding the present accountable for the sins of what came before. Yet the past only wields as much power as we allow. Heartbreaks are memories, not mandates. They can inform our choices, but they shouldn't dictate them. When we build our emotional lives on the ruins of old pain, we deny ourselves the possibility of creating something new, something stronger and more authentic. Society, too, is complicit in this trend toward emotional caution. Vulnerability is often conflated with weakness, and the rise of social media has encouraged us to curate our lives and our relationships for public consumption. The pressure to present a polished, invulnerable version of ourselves erodes the possibility for true connection. Meanwhile, the cult of independence teaches us that needing someone is a liability, that self-sufficiency should be our highest value. Yet, real relationships are not about dependence or independence, but interdependence, the mutual choice to let another person matter enough to affect us deeply. The cost of this half-hearted approach to love is profound. In our efforts to avoid pain, we end up experiencing a subtler, quieter kind of suffering, the ache of never truly being seen or chosen. When we love with one eye on the exit, we deny ourselves and our partners the chance to experience the full spectrum of intimacy. The tragedy isn't just in losing someone, it's in never having shown them who we truly are, never having allowed ourselves to be known. Pain, oddly enough, is the price of admission for genuine intimacy. To avoid it entirely is to miss out on the warmth and joy that come from risking ourselves for another. Surrendering to love, with all its uncertainties, is not a sign of naivety, but of courage. The willingness to trust and to be open, even when the outcome cannot be guaranteed. So, how do we move beyond backups and emotional contingency plans? It starts with self-awareness, recognizing when fear is guiding our actions, when we're holding back rather than leaning in. It requires honesty, with ourselves and with our partners, about our wounds and our worries, and a commitment to healing so we don't project old pain onto new love. Most importantly, it entails questioning the cultural narratives that glorify detachment and perfection, embracing instead the messiness and vulnerability that make intimacy real. The invitation, then, is to go all in, to unpack the emotional suitcase, to treat each relationship as the main event rather than a rehearsal. By doing so, we trade half-love for the possibility of being fully known and fully cherished. Heartbreak may still come, but so will the richness of having truly lived, having truly loved. In the end, the greatest risk is not that someone might leave, but that we never let them see us enough to know what they're leaving behind.